Good day everyone, I'm Reynald D. Casipong, 25 years of age, a BIS-based student, your trainer for today. Do you know what's our topic for today? If yes, then say, hooray! Hooray! Okay, our topic for today is all about skills. Just take a glimpse of this video that I presented to you.
Skills. Clearly, this isn't one of mine. But we all have skills that employers want. In particular, they want employees who have the right mix of soft skills and hard skills. Hard skills are technical knowledge or training gained through any life experience in your career or education. For example, if you've worked in food service or retail, you might know how to use a point-of-sale system.
O si estudiaste algún otro idioma, podrías hablarlo perfectamente.
Soft skills, on the other hand, are abilities that can be applied in any job. Think people skills or social skills. These are skills like leadership, lunchtime, problem solving, and organization. Still not sure what skills to list? Here are 10 of the most common. Remember, employers pay special attention to the skills on your resume. Well, I think that's everything. Remember that the smallest moves are sometimes the smartest.
So as you can see, there are a lot of skills, including personal development skills, leadership, technical skills, and etc. But I choose one aspect of interpersonal skill, which is patience. Because for me, when we are patient, we give ourselves time to choose how to respond to a given event, rather than get emotionally hijacked by our emotions. It allows us to stay gathered no matter what is happening. So let me show you my motivational video. Why should I value patience most? Just listen carefully. Why should I value patience? I value patience because all we need to do is to form a strong relationships with our families, partner, friends, and co-employees, as well as other important people who are in your life. Expressing patience towards them shows how caring and supportive you are.
Why other people should value patience? Each one of us have different behavior and attitudes. You may encounter people who have moody attitude, selfish behavior, insecure, and more. Patience can help you avoid becoming irritated, defensive, and saying hurtful things. It can also slow you down and prevent hasty, selfish decisions. Patience also helps in developing the crucial relationship, skill of empathy, and the ability to understand life from the perspective of another. When you are impatient, you are focused inward on you. On the other hand, when you are patient, you are focused outward, able to think and choose care and compassion for the other people. Many situations can arise where you have to apply the skill of patience, like the situation we're in right now during this time of pandemic, wherein we need to be patient by following the minimum safety requirements like wearing our mask, washing our hands, and observing social distancing, in which at first in our part, it is hard thing to do, but we don't have a choice over with this. All we need to do is to be patient by following the so-called rules in order for us to be safe against the virus. Our option is to fight against it and try to change it, or to surrender and accept it as reality. Success doesn't come quickly. You need to be patient when it comes achieving your goals in life. As I start my journey here in Cebu, I am proud to say that I am production operator in a certain company, working there for almost 12 hours per day. I got there because of a single flyer given by my mother that it all says, hiring of production operator. After when I read that flyer, I decided to take the exam, and luckily I passed. That day was the most exciting moment in my life because I have this dream that I want to help my family, and at the same time, I want to finish my studies in college. Years passed by. I decided to find a school wherein they can adjust schedules for working students. Then I found NCC, the only school I knew which is perfect for me. So I took the opportunity to become a student at the same time a production worker. Even though it is very hard for me, I always tell myself that I can do it for the sake of my family and for my future. Studying while working is not that easy, wherein you can encounter a lot of things to do that makes yourselves become stressed and pressured. Other people says that I'm too much ambitious person because I sacrifice myself for that nonsense dream I have. But then, I ignore them like nothing happens because I believe that I am brave, an independent woman who conquer her dream alone. I patiently endure all the struggles, difficulties, and changes that may came into my life day by day, for the reason that one day I want to make my parents proud and become a role model of my sibling and to the young generations. I always believe that patience leads towards success when you know how to control yourselves and to understand a certain situations and to the other people around you. That's why I value patience most. Patiently waiting for right time can make your life happier and healthier.
So there is a one Chinese proverb. One moment of patience may ward off great disaster. One moment of impatience may ruin a whole life. So let's just say, for example, have you ever noticed someone rushing to get ahead of traffic? Swerving from one lane to another, cutting in, cutting out each time. So sa landaw nimo unsa may mahitabo sa maong driver. So di ba kung wala siya kanang pasensya, so madisgrasya siya kay tungod kay wa siya pasensya. So we need to be careful when taking actions because when we are impatient, the body releases the stress hormone cortisol. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association or JAMA showed that stress hormones stimulate platelets, making them more likely to clot in arteries already narrowed by heart disease, a process that can result in a heart attack. So these hormones also causes the body fat cells to release fat into the bloodstream. Like the angry driver, we might find ourselves in hurry up and wait. Been there? When dissatisfaction with the current moment is so intense, we lose our sight of what be possible to explore or enjoy here and now because we are frustrated with the fact we aren't there yet. So I'll give you tips on how to develop patience of skills. So number 1, take a day where you make patience your goal for the entire day. Make a concerted effort to take your time and think about what you do. Be mindful and live in the moment. When you learn and practice patience, you don't get as angry, stressed, or overwhelmed. You are more in control of your emotions and in a better position to deal with difficult situations with ease and poise. So this promotes longevity and makes you happier and healthier person. At the end of the day, observe all the ways in all which you've made smarter decisions. Got along better with others and actually understood what took place. Learn to do it on a daily basis. Developing patience is much like physical exercise because it requires persistence and effort. So let's proceed to number 2 tips of skill of patience. Slow down. If you have the tendency to rush around and try to hurry things up, want things done immediately and can't wait for things to take their natural course, stop. Take several deep breaths before you act or make a move. Let's just say, for example, if you're in a long lineup at the grocery store or in heavy traffic, make the decision to pause and not get worked up. Do some isometrics, like you listen to the radio or your phone, or just enjoy the view, watching the view, because getting impatient won't make things move along any faster. Yes, that's exactly right. Kay bisan mag-unsa pa kag kasuko diha, maglagot-lagot ka diha, dili jud na makatabang nimo. Makahimo ra himo nagka-high blood or kainit sa imong ulo. So why get worked up for nothing? When you are patient, you take time to assess the situation. See the big picture and weigh any pros and cons. The chances of making big mistake lessen because you avoid making it in haste. Taking time to problem solve requires patience and deliberation. So that's the second tips. Let's proceed to the third step. Practice delaying gratification when you want to reach for that dessert. Second, drink or buy your 10th pair of red shoes. Stop and think about it first. Maybe you don't need or want any of them that badly after all. You can save yourself some money or add calories. As mentioned earlier, anything worthwhile takes time and effort to achieve. As the old saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. Planning, growth, evaluation, and measurement all take time. And taking time takes patience. So di siya na madali-dali. Kinahanglan siya siyang pasensya. So let's proceed to the fourth tips. Practices thinking before you speak. At times we blurt out the first two that comes into our heads without considering the consequences. If we're patient, pause and go over what we want to say. We can avoid hurting or offending others, like in my experience as a COVID marshal in a certain company. I'm authorized nga mamadlong sa mga tao if ever they did not follow our COVID protocols. Like we just say, follow 1 meter social distancing, proper wearing of face mask, wash your hands oftenly. And if when we are talking about sa mga tao, di sa nato malikayan nga, lain-lain siya na silang attitudes and behaviors. So na tao nga, badungon ni mga bisang gisultihan na palapos sa spikas dunggan. Other employees at masuko kung badungon. Kay lagi di sila papadlong. So for me, handling different people with different attitude and behaviors isn't easy. For me, it's very difficult to adjust. Pero kay lagi, I don't have a choice because lagi, I'm only an employee, also with my responsibilities, who need financial daily. So as a marshal, so kinahanglan jud og taas kag pasensya para iwas disgrasya. You know what? Kung unsa akong gihimo, instead nga mga saba ko sa mga tao, I mean. So, ingnon ra na ako, mga gwapa, mga gwapo, palihog tag follow para dili maduklan inyong ulo. Or, I say, mga langga, mga pinangga, ay mo pagtanga para dili mo mga dagma. So, ana akong buhaton para di sila kanang marag masuko or unsa ba malainan. Bitaw, in a serious way, all you need to do is to smile. Even if blackwood kay ka, you need to approach them in a nice way, mainday, inaniday, do, ma'am, sir. Because to them, if paminaw nila, mugot, strikta kay kagnaong, tana na sila nga, puyag nung masyala, pagpuyag tayo, parang ugtas di siya. Sumubong nila po siya taman. So that's the reason why nga patience is very important. So that's all for the tips on how to develop your patience skills. So without patience, we can never move forward. Patience is central to perseverance. In life, we face so many situations, and every situation is unique. Patience helps us stand strong, learn from the situations, and hope for the best. Vivekananda once said that purity, patience, and perseverance are the 3 essentials to success. So that's all for the tips of skills of patience. Thank you.